This mod does more for immersion than any other that I've used, and I bet you can't even tell what it is from these clips. I know immersion is a triggering buzzword, but just hear me out. It is something in most modern games that you probably take for granted. I play a lot of games and I go through phases where I prefer using a controller or using a mouse and keyboard. Both have their pros and cons, but for most RPGs, I lean towards controllers. Why? A joystick or an analog stick gives you 360-degree movement with varying levels of input. Unless you own an analog keyboard, on a normal keyboard you press W and you move. You let go and you stop. Controllers just feel more natural when it comes to movement. It allows you to slow walk or adjust your speed to keep up with NPCs that for some reason walk just a little slower or faster than you. Well, whether you use a controller or a keyboard, Oblivion does not support this by default. You have 3 speeds: walk, run, and sprint. 4 if you count sneaking. Analog controller speed is a mod that brings this functionality to controllers. Technically, you could use an analog keyboard, but Oblivion doesn't support mixed input, which would allow using a controller joystick and a mouse simultaneously, so it might not be possible at the moment. I really love mods like this because on the surface it doesn't seem like much at all, but it goes a long way for how a game feels to play. It's one of those things you might need to feel in your own hands to understand it. In Oblivion, the difference between walking and running can be uncomfortably jarring, especially if you have high speed and athletics. The mod is not perfect and it needs some configuring out of the box. For some reason, the default speed was way too fast, but once I set this multiplier to something like 2.5, it felt a lot more natural. It also removes the slight inertia, which causes your character to glide or slide across surfaces, and this part of the mod can be used with keyboards if you change this value to true. The best mods are the ones you didn't even know you needed. I'd love to hear your favorite unintrusive mods, whether they're for Oblivion, Skyrim, or other games. Be sure to follow for more over-explained gaming mechanics.